According to Michael Miqueli, overnight success takes 20 years, but success definitely has arrived for the founder of San Antonio Broker Services. The New Jersey-based company provides drayage services throughout the Mid-Atlantic and consistently has been honored as one of the region's and the nation's fastest-growing companies. From humble immigrant beginnings, Mr. Miqueli has developed a fierce determination to succeed and prosper. He spoke with us recently at his company's headquarters.
My name is Michael Miqueli, and I'm the president and founder of San Antonio Broker Services. I'm the son of Cuban immigrants. My parents left communism in 1961 to find the American dream here in the United States. First, I landed in the Bronx and ultimately in West New York, New Jersey. That's the town I grew up in. I had a great upbringing there, big Cuban community, full of entrepreneurs and people who were just coming and setting up shop. Everyone that came and every adult that I met as a child had a dream. I think losing brings a lot of drive into people. I think when you're living in a country and it's almost impossible to fathom when you think about it, and the government comes in and takes everything away from you, you know, the drive that comes in to make you want to do more, to get that back is really, motivating. Both of my parents are my mentors. As early on as I can remember, I always watched my dad working in his store. I saw him build it up, build a reputation. I always saw my mom there with him. I watched them take risk. There was no moment in them building a business that they didn't have to take a risk. They didn't speak the language, yet they had to go out and negotiate. I'm a board member of the Jose Marti Student Aid Fund, which was started in 1977 by my father and two teachers from Union City High School. The purpose of the scholarship fund is to raise money to give to Spanish students who have excelled in the Spanish language. The beginning of the Jose Marti Student Aid Fund is such a great story, and it just solidifies what a great man I think my dad is, that I want to share it. Back in the 70s, there were two teachers from Union Hill High School, and every year they would come to the jewelry store and ask my dad if he could donate a man's watch and a woman's watch that they would raffle. And he didn't even never ask what it was about. He would just give it to them and they would do it. And then one year they didn't show up. And something that I feel is so great, because no one does this, is my dad actually picked up the phone and called them and asked them, "Hey, you've been coming every year for a donation. What happened this year?" And they said to him that the Board of Education or the higher-ups had said that they weren't allowed to raffle watches and give money to kids, that it had to be done through a nonprofit, and that they weren't able to do it. So my dad called them and said, "Why don't you guys come over? Let's start a nonprofit and let's help the kids." Okay, our business is I like to say is driven by purpose. The reason I say that is because when you're driven by purpose, results happen. When you're driven by results, there's never a sustainability in the business. We're always looking at ways to partner up with our customers to add value to their business. I think, the overnight success takes 20 years. We've been doing this since 1996, and we were just recognized as one of the 50 fastest growing companies in New Jersey. It's a great honor. It's a great acknowledgement, but on our list of priorities, it was probably never even on there. I'd like to see something where we've built not only a label, not only a brand, but a business style that people can copy. We're in trucking, but we're not about trucking. We're about service. I would love to go to Cuba with my three brothers and my dad and my mom and be able to see where they grew up, where they played, where they got married, where they vacationed, and to actually be able to see all of the places that I've heard so many stories about. I would love to go there, but I would love to go to Cuba when Cuba is a free country. And I hope to do that and I hope to do that in my father's lifetime.